New video time, and this time it's Lego again. This is basically a Lego channel, but I do have more woodwork thing to do very soon, including one really interesting cool little thing that I want to have a go with. But before we do that, we're going to look at a whole bunch of Lego because I've been buying a lot in the last few days because it's on special again. It's that time of the year when everything is ridiculously cheap. This wasn't ridiculously cheap, but it was reduced to clear. So I've got another one of these too. So we've got Jasmine today for our Disney Princess series. So I don't think I've ever got one of these before. So these are all last season stuff, but that's okay. And I managed to get, now I've got 2 advent calendars for next year from this year, but not. I may get one more, but I haven't quite got it yet. So it hasn't dropped in price. Where's a little knife? Here's a little knife. But it will soon, I hope. Otherwise, I will never get it. That's very confusing, but let's just say that there may be a whole lot of advent calendar fun next year. Or not. Alright, so let's see what Jasmine's got. This doesn't look very complicated, like it looks pretty straightforward. But it's got some interesting bits, and the other one's got some interesting bits too. Is that actually a sparkly one? So we'll have to find out. So there's only a few bits, which is good because I'm tired and I'm going to yawn in a second. But I'm going to do a trick where I just yawned while my trick will be yawning while I can barely talk actually. Yawning while crinkling the plastic, and that's the trick. So we're going to have to. I don't feel like yawning right now, so now I can't do a second yawn. Still, it's very noisy. Is this the same kind of hairpiece she has for the collectible minifigure series? It's kind of similar, isn't it? Not the same. I should have got my little Jasmine out from the collectible minifigure series and we could have compared them. So there's these new Friends style stuff which has a different kind of little figure, like little short stubby one, which I haven't actually seen much of on Brick Set. I must have missed that update. So I'm kind of interested in. It's kind of one of those funny things, right? Like I always, I regularly check in on. It looks a bit weird on the inside there. Regularly check in on, what's it got stuff on the inside? Brickset.com or .net, whatever it is, to see what the latest sets are. And yet when I go to the shops, there's all these things I don't ever recall ever seeing before. So there's some of the city things I don't think I've ever seen, the new ones that have just come out. I've got a really cool, another Lego Movie 2 set, which was not the one that I keep planning to buy, but the one that I keep planning to buy hasn't reduced in price anymore, and everything else has. And I was all keen to buy it at the price that it currently is, but then I'm like, well, everything else keeps dropping in price, but not that. And for the same price, I got a considerably larger set. Is this the right way of doing it? Yeah, it is. So I got that instead, and I did not get a Jurassic World Lego set, which was a bit silly, because it was basically I ran out of room in my backpack. But also it was a 4+ one. I didn't actually find. I just couldn't. It had a giant dinosaur in it, and you'd think it would be very exciting, and it was a substantially sized set. But I just didn't think it was very exciting, so I haven't got that yet. But I may get that later this coming week, if it's still there, which it may not be, because there was this woman there and she was going through and like doing stuff with the, I don't know, she was like putting out the new stock and apparently taking away all this other stock, and I was like, oh okay, I don't know if I should take things now before it's too late, because it might not be there anymore. They might hide the old stock somewhere, because I've seen them do that. They sort of like, the old stock just disappears. Maybe I was thinking they give it away to the employees or something. When it's just got too old. I don't know. I didn't stop to ask her. I didn't say, why are you doing this? I want to buy all of this Lego. You can't just take it away like this. Right, so here we go. So this is pretty straight. This is a kind of a common little thing. I get the nice thing, you get to close it up and then you make a nice, it's kind of reminding me of that little lab set from the agents. There's one with Toxica in it, and it looks a bit like that, but I don't know why I think of that. Did I do that one on this channel? I had the funny feeling I did. I can't remember, but who knows? I'm pretty sure I have made it. I've made it for in another way, but I think I actually own that set, but I have done that set outside of owning it, which is a weird thing. It's very gold. It's very. It does kind of look a bit like the picture from this angle, anyhow. But I haven't actually added on these pieces, so so far the pieces haven't been too exciting, other than being nice colours. They, you know, they're kind of straightforward. So I guess this is like a little green overgrowth plant thing coming down the side, which is a nice look. But I think the interesting pieces are going to start coming in next. So here we go. We've got something that looks straight out of the now completed Elves series, which is a shame. I never got around to getting that last set because it disappeared from the shop. So somebody must have bought it, or they gave it away to their employees as a freebie because it was too old. I don't know. But that's a shame because I quite like those elf ones. If that's what they were called. It's been a while now, but they were such cool colours. So they're more like, you know, they're the nice sort of interesting colours you get from the Friends series, but they're a bit more subdued, like these sorts of colours, which I personally prefer. I don't like loud colours too much. I'm not saying, you know, the Friends is loud and too bright for my eyes, but you know. Alright. Now what do we do? We have to do these things here. It's pretty straightforward. I'm sure there's something really important that I was going to mention about today. But that's a cool piece. These pieces, I like getting these. I feel like these pieces should be coming in a pick-a-brick at some point if I haven't already had them. But they'll be useful. And there is a pick-a-brick video coming up very soon because I've gone and got some more. And there's at least one exciting piece in this installment. But not today. Oh, I should probably do it soon though. Because I can't just have it sitting there. Because like I can't open it up. And I have like now a big plastic container that I'm putting all the pick-a-bricks things in. And it's like, whoa, there's a lot of small pieces in this one big container. That's impressive. So I'm really excited to get the pieces out of there, and also because they keep mentioning a particular piece to somebody, and well, I can't show them yet because I haven't taken them out of the container. But yes, so as you can basically understand, tonight I'm struggling to find something interesting to say because I don't know what really has been happening. I did go see Parasite. I think. 2 days ago, and I actually really enjoyed it, and I watched some videos about it afterwards, and I'm like, oh, jolly good. I feel actually like I should be paying a lot more attention, but I didn't go to it to study it as a film. Like, you know, I've done a small amount of film and media studies, and it's definitely the kind of film that you can see is going to end up being looked at in a film studies class. But it's really cool. Like, it's a good film. But yes, there's a lot of deeper meanings. See, that's the point. Like, I can't really talk about that on a video about making Lego. You can't talk about that film. But I can think about like the Academy Awards, right? That kind of fits in with that. So I don't know what's going to win Best Picture. I've only seen that in 1917, which was a fine film. Like, it was good. It was good. Like, it was really good. It was a very intense film. But I always think like Best Picture. That's a very, very like. I don't know. I feel like if someone said, what do you think was the best picture that you've seen this year? I'm like, I don't really like saying that they all had their merits, or at least a significant proportion of them had their merits. I'm sure there was one. I'm trying to plod halfway through that Birdcage film, just not really getting into it. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what it's called. The one with the funny monsters. Again, not the best thing to be talking about when making these things. But this is coming along quite well. Like I have to say, it's looking quite nifty. It's strange colours though. It feels kind of like I don't know. It's just that these aren't the colours from the film. I don't actually know, because I'm going to be honest here. I've never actually watched Aladdin, the original or the remake, and I'm probably never going to watch the remake, even though I've been told it has merits in places. I literally don't believe the people who tell me that. I'm sure it's fine, but if I'm going to watch an Aladdin film, I'm going to watch the original. But the point is, I haven't even watched the original. But I have sung some songs from Aladdin, well, at least one particular one, several times, many times, thanks to it being on the Disney SingStar disc thing for the PlayStation 2. It's also actually on the Disney Sing It thingy, or the Disney one for the PlayStation 3, but that one's not a very fun game to play. It's just not as good as the SingStar games, like the Disney knockoff, as in made by the Disney company knockoffs of the SingStar games. It's just not as good or as fun to play as the original SingStars. So. But there is a Disney SingStar, which is like a SingStar with Disney songs that's not made by Disney, and that one is fine and fun to play, except for the Circle of Life song, because they have two separate people singing, and one of them is really, really, really hard to sing if you don't speak whatever language that it's sung in, and the other one's fine, and you can't do this thing, which you can do I think in later ones. You can if you put it into your PS3 and then load up another disc and then swap it over to the original PS2 Disney disc, which you can do. Then you can actually get the singer. You can have both players to be the same person, which might make that song a bit easier to do, which I should do because I don't think I've ever actually done that, but I'm pretty sure you can if you do it that way. Again, what a strange topic. One day I'll have a video of me and someone else doing SingStar. It won't be a good video. It will be a bad video. This is a lot of leftover pieces. Like, I do not believe... Alright, this one... I completely missed this bit here, didn't I? So what's going to go up here? Something has to go up here. Oh, she goes up there. No? Alright, well that's it. So there's lots of little spare pieces. And they're quite nifty little spare pieces too. Look at all these things. This little golden cupcake. A flower. Does that flower come with it? And another flower? So you've got double of those flowers. You could really you could just go all out. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't. I think you definitely would put them all there. Look at that. And you could have a cherry on one of those flowers. So, it's a lot of options. Why don't they have a Pac-Man set? Like, seriously, I wonder if on the ideas things there's a Lego Pac-Man. That would be a very boring... Like, I can't imagine that being an... Except, maybe they could make one that looks like this. So, here's a Lego Pac-Man thing. This doesn't even turn on. It's not Lego, but it's Lego shaped. It's pixelated. So, Pac-Man could be Lego. But again, like, seriously, would you buy a Lego set that looked like that? I don't think anyone would. Right, and we have to put the last remaining things on, and then we have to get Jasmine to stand next to her awesome new thingy. Well, we can't. Well, maybe. Wait. Isn't this where the? Well, oh no. Okay. Well, why can't the extra gem go there? And then that can just. That one. We can make another one of these. We can have two of those. So that looks a little bit weird having a second one there. And then she's like here. So this is a really neat little minifigure, I think. Whatever you call these mini dolls. She's quite cool. I like it when they have like trousers like that. That's pretty cool trousers. Right, but they're not called trousers. They probably have a name, and I don't know the name, and I'm probably being a bit poor formed by not knowing the name of what she's wearing. Right, but she looks pretty neat like that. And she goes, Dring! So yeah, that was like not a huge Like, I guess they have a lot of these series, don't they? They have like you go in a little heart-shaped box, or you go in a cube, or you go in one of these things. But that's quite neat. All right, that took way too long. But another one's coming up soon, and a whole bunch of cool things are coming up soon. As I keep saying, I'm always going to keep saying that, and then I take my sweet time to actually make new videos. But now that I've got a whole bunch of Lego, there'll be quite a few videos coming up soon. So thanks for watching, and bye.